Good evening and welcome back to the Heal Security Dispatch Deep Dive. I'm Mark Davis.
Well, and I'm Diana Richards. We're your hosts, focused on keeping healthcare secure.
We're proudly presented by Heal Security, and today is Friday, June 20, 2025. Today, we're digging into a whole wave of recent cyber incidents, got a stack of sources here, and what really jumps out, I think, is just how varied these attacks are. Some surprising stuff.
Absolutely. It really paints a picture, doesn't it? From, consumer data right up to critical infrastructure, and even software kids might be using. It's fascinating to see how different vulnerabilities get exploited.
Okay, so let's dive right in. First up, Krispy Kreme. A familiar name. They've had a data breach. Sensitive customer info, exposed names, addresses, contacts. What's the implication here?
Well, the immediate worry is misuse of that data. Even basic info like that, attackers piece it together, right? It can be used for identity theft, maybe targeted phishing later on.
So even ordering donuts isn't safe.
Well, it shows all data has potential value to attackers. You really need to watch your accounts after something like this.
Right. Okay. And then there's Aflac. Huge U.S. health insurer, potentially 50 million customers impacted. But they're saying social engineering, not ransomware. Interesting distinction.
It is interesting, and it really underscores how effective social engineering still is. Tricking people.
Yes.
It often bypasses technical defenses.
So the human factor.
Still a major weak point, even for big companies.
Exactly. Separate from, say, directly hacking a system. The investigation there is still ongoing, I believe.
That human element. It seems like training and just general awareness are becoming even more critical then.
Oh, absolutely. Vigilance is key. And speaking of sensitive data, we also saw Episource, the medical coding company. That was ransomware.
Right. Exposing data for about 5.4 million people. Social security numbers involved too. That happened earlier this year.
And while they haven't seen misuse yet, the potential impact with health data, especially SSNs, it's massive. Long-term risks for individuals. Yeah, definitely concerning. Okay, let's shift gears. This next one is pretty alarming. Stargazer's ghost spyware. It infiltrated hundreds of Minecraft mods on GitHub.
Yes, hundreds. Over 500 repositories infected, apparently.
And it targets children's data, logins, passwords.
Wow. It's deeply disturbing. Targeting kids, using platforms they trust, like GitHub for game mods. It's essentially a supply chain attack hiding malware in something seemingly legitimate.
How did it slip past defenses?
Well, reports say it evades antivirus, and it seems sophisticated, possibly originating from a Russian-speaking region. It really highlights the global nature of these threats. You need to be so careful what you download, even from places like GitHub. Use separate accounts for testing.
Good advice. Okay, completely different scale now. Cloudflare reported a massive DDoS attack, distributed denial of service, 7.3 terabits per second. That number is just hard to grasp.
It really is. They called it carpet bombing, basically flooding a target's IP address across thousands of ports. It shows a real escalation in these volumetric attacks, using UDP packets, mostly just overwhelming the connection.
So a constant arms race in network security then.
Absolutely. Defenders are up against attackers who can generate this incredible amount of malicious traffic.
And we're also seeing old threats reappear, right? Like the Prometheus botnet.
Yes, Prometheus back, targeting Linux servers specifically. It's looking for crypto mining opportunities and stealing credentials.
So it's a multi-purpose attack.
It is. And it's clever, uses evasion techniques, spreads rapidly once it gets in. Seems purely profit-driven, not like a nation-state thing. But it's a big challenge for standard security because it's so sneaky.
And finally, it's not always malicious attacks causing problems, is it? Microsoft's investigating a bug in OneDrive, disrupting file search. That hits productivity.
Exactly. It shows that even without, a hacker involved, operational bugs can still cause significant disruption. It's a different kind of problem. It still impacts daily work. Reliability is part of security, too.
So looking back at all this, Krispy Kreme, Aflac, the spyware targeting kids, that huge DDoS attack, Episource, it really shows the sheer range of threats we're facing, doesn't it? What's your main takeaway?
I think it's the constant adaptation. Attackers are always finding new angles, new weaknesses. It means we can't just react. We need proactive security, thinking about the human side, the supply chain, and being ready for these huge-scale attacks.
It makes you wonder, as our lives get more digital, are we just seeing old vulnerabilities exposed faster? Or are these kinds of incidents actually forcing us to get tougher, more resilient in ways we didn't expect?
That's a great question.
Something to think about. Until next time. Thanks for joining us on the Heal Security Dispatch Deep Dive.
Thank you, Mark and Diana, for the insightful session. And to all you listening, thank you for tuning in to Heal Security Dispatch Deep Dive. We're grateful for your time and hope you found today's insights valuable. Join us again on Monday for more expert updates and critical cybersecurity news. Remember to like, subscribe for ongoing coverage and analysis, and sign up for a free trial of Heal Security Desktop at healsecurity.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and keep your digital world secure.